Alright. Hello everyone, my name's Michael. I'm the one who created all this stuff, and I'm the one who you are going to be talking to more than likely if you need any help with anything. If you do need help, email support@targetviewtrades.com. Support@targetviewtrades.com. Okay? So, I have one quick thing to show you right here. It's the last thing in my list of things that I'm going through with the properties of TV trades. So right here, if you don't have, now this is ESM 2024 chart. It's a 7 range chart, and we just made all-time highs. Right here is the all-time high for the S&P 500. All right. So if we put the TV trades on right now, it actually just gave a trigger, just gave a long trigger right here a few minutes ago. So the only target left above it is this one right here. I just want you to understand, it doesn't matter how many targets you say you want to display in here. If there is only one, it's going to display one. If there are no targets up there, it's going to be just a little tiny black dot. You won't see anything, right? You won't see anything. If there are no targets left up there, you won't have anything to display. All right, so the thing that I wanted to show you here, we just threw this on, and this is what it is by default, right? So it's got one target, but let's change it around a little bit so we have something that had a possible short. Here, the SPY. Nope, that was a while ago. The SPY had this way back here. Yesterday gave a long way back there on the SPY. The SPY is an ETF, by the way. This is a 5-minute ETF, and it gave a huge trade back there. If you bought call options back there, bang. But I guess what I was looking for was something giving me a shorting opportunity or something that's got more targets. But this is good. We have plenty of targets right here. What it is using to look at the targets is it's looking backward, it's looking left, and it's finding prior swing highs and lows to find the targets. All right. Now, by default, this is all that you have displayed here. By default, you only have the arrows for buying opportunities displayed, the warning alert displaying. You don't have any of the other stuff checked inside the target table, so you don't have any of that other stuff, any of the criteria. There are other videos that go through this one by one. What I'm at right now, the bottom one right here, it's the last of the series of videos that I did starting from top to bottom. Draw pivot labels. Now, if you check that, you'll see the pivot labels are going to show up, right? And just let me explain to you what these are. All right, these pivot labels are used to determine where your targets are going to be. Okay, so if you want to see ahead of time where your target's going to be, if it were to start, if the markets were to start to drop, if they're going to start to drop, then you're going to be able to see where the targets are going to be on the downside. Okay, they're going to be here and here and here, and depending where the trigger is, depending where it actually gives you the trigger for the trade, because it's only going to trigger, it's only going to give you targets that are above the trigger. So, like, if you had a short, like let's say over here, then it wouldn't give you this one right here. Okay, because that's above it. It would start out with this one because that's below it. It wouldn't give you this pivot. So it's smart enough to look back and only give you pivots that are below the actual entry. Okay, but you can use it for that if you want to, but you don't really have to. I mean, it does everything for you. If you put this on here and you do put on the target lines, then it's going to show you all the target lines for the trades from the last arrow, the last blue arrow, which is this one right here. It's going to show you these target lines, so you don't have to go back and see all these things, but you see where it started, that pivot, and wherever the prior pivot is before that. But this is something right here, you see. 52.66 was that pivot. This is a little bit below that, so it's not showing that one. This is the next one, and then the next one was above it. All right. I just want you to understand what that is for, and it actually uses that to determine where your targets are going to be. It does all the work for you, looking left to find out where the price has found support and or resistance in the past. And that is what the targets are all about. All right? So you can turn those pivots on if you want to. You don't need to. Everything is displayed. If you have the lines on the chart, the lines tell you where they are. You don't have to show the lines because the table tells you where it is. So it's all redundant. All right? But, some people like that. And that is it. That's all that you need to know about drawing pivot labels. All right? Thank you for watching this video.